Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo, October 24, 2022. Today is suitable for creative thinking and putting your unique perspective and viewpoint to good use. Distractions can sometimes prevent you from reaching a conclusion, but don't let go of the creative process since challenges to your thinking can help you think more clearly. You tend to attract interesting people into your orbit now, primarily due to your interesting point of view. A disagreement could lead to an exciting line of thought, for example. New ideas and plans energize you. It's also easier to see the benefits and opportunities surrounding your work, duties, and health goals. Take a sigh of relief. Today and tomorrow are bringing better cosmic weather. Mental Mercury, the planet of the mind and communication, prances onward through the sky and will smile over to a very peaceful Saturn, the great taskmaster planet. Your mind will feel practical, grounded, and secure as you assess where you currently stand in your personal life. Consider sitting down to discuss long-term plans you'd like to build toward with your one and only. Map out a plan for the two of you to achieve all your goals and dreams side by side. Edit your process and work as you go. With the moon in Virgo backing you up, you might feel more flexible as you approach your passion projects, ideas, and talents. Making adjustments comes easier than usual, especially since the moon is forming a trine to Uranus retrograde in your sign. The electric trine encourages you to find new ways to stabilize, especially if you need to work on getting comfortable with your innovation. Since the moon trines the north node in your sign, you are destined to lean into your style of professional self-expression through your work. As the Sun and Venus reach their last full day in your work sector and Saturn his last full day in retrograde motion in your career sector, you have reached an important turning point in this professional year. With Mars staying on in your income sector and having already hitched his wagon to the planets on the job and career fronts, where they go the money is likely to follow. You'll feel like indulging a bit today, and that's okay as long as you also do something to counteract your indulgence of choice. If it's ice cream, for example, understand that lactose is difficult to break down and it also causes mucus buildup, so drink an extra lot of water to counteract these effects. If it's taking a break from exercise, make today the day that you get to bed early so you are refreshed for tomorrow. The vibrations of the day will be speaking of escape and long departures. This may seem contradictory during this period of intense activity, but you will be feeling a strong desire for anything that is exotic and discovering new horizons. You will have to finish up some work that you have already started before making your dreams of traveling concrete. Indeed, you should clarify your current professional situation and show yourself to be precise and clear with your family and friends. There is a certain amount of fragility in your love relationships, and you won't be able to help trying to fix things in this area. The Sun and Moon might be on different pages today, and this might be sending mixed messages, but this can keep things in perspective. As the Sun and Venus spend their last full day in your work sector and Saturn his last full day in retrograde motion in your career sector, this is a day for keeping your work and professional hats on. Yet today's playful and creative lunar vibes are a reminder that life can't be all work and no play, and especially with the moon returning to keep the momentum going on the job front from tomorrow. Ahead of the Sun and Venus return to your relationship sector tomorrow, the moon is keeping the focus on matters of the heart as it makes its monthly visit to your romantic sector. This is the perfect lead up to the first planetary activity on the relationship front for the year, with today's romantically charged lunar vibes the perfect warm-up. Our eyes in the sky. Today, you've got to get your grind on and be dedicated to your path. The Scorpio moon adds some gusto to the day, but you have to put some elbow grease into it if you want to get things done. It's all about accomplishment right now. Maybe you're making up for lost time and ready to burn the candles at both ends. However, take extremely good care of your body, which is a continual theme here. On a personal level, keep your eyes on the prize of self-care. Never forget the support you're creating and the foundation you're laying for yourself and others. These are transits of a lifetime, and today you're aided by your willingness to put your blood, sweat, and tears into what you do and who you love. Whatever is worth the struggle is exactly where you need to focus at this time. Whatever falls away wasn't good enough for you in the first place. The universe doesn't have the time to play those kinds of games with all this work to do. Just after midnight, the Virgo moon opposes retrograde Juno in Pisces, stimulating anxiety around our commitments. As the moon transits Virgo, we feel safest when our lives are regimented and orderly. We have our little routines, and checking things off our mental to-do lists provides us with peace of mind. However, the commitments we've forged in work or partnership as Juno transits nebulous Pisces depend upon us going with the flow and understanding that our engagements won't always operate in predictable ways. Juno in Pisces teaches us that there is security to be found in a lack of fixed parameters. There is safety in the liminal. Yet, it won't feel that way at this time. We'll now attempt to apply new rules to our contracts, trying to define and systematize them. We might ask our partners the dreaded question, "What are we?" or put terms to a vague work contract. After this transit passes, we'll regret these actions and recognize that they were indicative of insecurity. Fortunately, those who we've partnered with will see our behavior as a temporary lapse in judgment. They understand that what we really need is reassurance, not a contract renegotiation. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon conjunct Ceres in Virgo, a time of self-soothing. Issues from the moon-Juno opposition may now be course-corrected. We realize that our desire for structure and control may be due to how we were parented. Either our home lives were overly structured or lacked structure. As we seek to build emotional safety nets in our lives, past nurturance has impacted our present behavior. What form of support feels safe for you? How can you give this support to yourself? We must make it a habit to self-nurture, instead of expecting others to fulfill our needs. This way, we will not only be able to better navigate difficult circumstances with confidence, we will also determine when we are truly not getting what we need from partners, divorced from projection.